الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إنما يريد الله ليذهب عنكم الرجس أهل البيت ويطهركم تطهيرا صدق الله مولانا العظيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وبارك وسلم. جس کا آنچل نہ دیکھا مہو مہر نے، جس کا آنچل نہ دیکھا مہو مہر نے، اس ردائے نزاہت پہ لاکھوں سلام. سیدہ ظاہرہ طیبہ طاہرہ، سیدہ ظاہرہ طیبہ طاہرہ، جان احمد کی راحت پہ لاکھوں سلام. Honorable and respected brothers and sisters, Alhamdulillah tabaraka wa ta'ala, today is the 3rd of Ramadanul Mubarak 1441 Hijrah. For those of you who understand the Urdu language, you will have already come to the conclusion that my talk for this live stream program is on the life and times and the great personality of Hazrat Sayyidah Fatima Az-Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala عنھا, because the 3rd of Ramadanul Mubarak 11 Hijrah, only 6 months or so after the demise and Wisale Mubarak of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is also the date of the Wisale Mubarak of Hazrat Fatima Az-Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala عنھا. Most of you will be aware that our Nabi alayhi salatu wassalam was blessed by Allah with 7 children, 3 sons and 4 daughters. And she was the youngest and the most beloved daughter of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. We Sunni Muslims believe in the light of Quran and Sunnah that it is absolutely imperative, incumbent, compulsory, fard, necessary that we love, that we respect, that we honor every single member of the family of Rasulullah known as the Ahlul Bayt, who were believers. And no doubt loving Fatima Az-Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala عنھا is part and parcel of our iman. Allah Ta'ala blessed her with many unique, great, special qualities and attributes. They are those, i.e. the Ahlul Bayt, who were granted tahara and purity and cleanliness by none other than Allah Himself. Their zahir was tahir and their batin was even more tahir. They were pure on the outside and purer on the inside. Allah Ta'ala states in the Quran regarding the Ahlul Bayt, Surah Al-Ahzab, which is the 33rd surah of the Quran, and in the 33rd verse, ayat of this surah, Allah Ta'ala states, إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنْكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلَ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. Let me read to you the tarjamah, translation of Kanzul Iman Sharif by our great Imam Ahmad Raza Mujaddid Rahmatullahi alayh. He translates, Allah तो यही चाहता है ए नबी के घर वालों कि तुमसे हर नापाकी दूर फरमा दे और तुम्हें पाक करके खूब सुथरा कर दे. Subhanallah. Let me translate this in English. Allah तो यही चाहता है, Allah only wills this to happen. ऐ नबी के घर वालों, O the family of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, कि तुमसे हर नापाकी दूर फरमा दे, that he removes every filth and impurity from yourselves, और तुम्हें पाक करके खूब सुथरा कर दे, and that he purifies you and makes you most pure and clean. Now it's very simple for us to understand if we are Muslim, Mu'min, believers, that if this is the irada of Allah, innama yuridullahu, arada yuridu iradatan, if this is the irada, if this is the chahat, if this is the wish, if this is the desire of Allah, then who can come between him and his desire and his chahat? Allah wants to do this. Allah wants to purify. Allah wants to bless taharat. Allah wants to remove every rijs, every filth, every impurity, every napaki from the Ahlul Bayt. And Fatima Az-Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala anha, in this respect, really stands out. She is that individual that on one occasion when the great Hadrate Aisha Siddiqah radiyallahu ta'ala anha, Ummul Mu'mineen, was asked, O Aisha, inform us who was the most beloved to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, and she said Fatima. Subhanallah. Think about it. The most beloved to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, according to this narration, is Fatima. She is the beloved of Allah. Therefore, we Muslims mention her, speak about her, honor her, respect her, in every way possible. There are many verses in the Quran Majid which speak of the value and worth of the Ahlul Bayt. Fatima radiallahu ta'ala anha is that beautiful lady about whom the Prophet said, Fatima tu bid'atum minni. Fatima mere jigar ka tukda hai. Fatima is part of my body. So to love Fatima radiallahu anha is to love the Prophet ﷺ. And to love the Prophet ﷺ is undoubtedly to love Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Now, what can we as Muslims learn from her life? She is undoubtedly a great role model, especially for our women, our mothers, our daughters, our wives, all women of all times. She is a role model. She is an example. She is a uswa. Iqbal very beautifully said about her, Mazrae taslim ra hasil batul. Mazrae taslim ra hasil batul. Madiran ra uswae kamil batul. Mazrae taslim ra hasil batul means she is an epitome of devotion, of surrendering to the will of Allah. Whatever Allah wanted, Fatima radiallahu ta'ala anha would do her absolute best to please her Creator, her Khaliq and her Malik, because she had learnt directly from the Prophet ﷺ and then from her very honorable, blessed, esteemed mother, Hazrat Sayyidah Khadijatul Kubra radiallahu ta'ala anha. So she is Mazrae Taslim Ra Hasil Batul. And then Madiran Ra Uswae Kamil Batul. Iqbal very beautifully says, for our mothers, Fatima Batul is Uswae Kamil, Uswae Hasana, beautiful role model. She is a role model for wives. She is a role model for daughters. She is a role model for mothers. Look what she gave the dunya. If we leave out all other aspects of her glory and greatness and izzah and honor, just this one aspect, that she gave the dunya, the likes of Hazrat Sayyiduna Imam Hasan Mujtaba and Hazrat Sayyiduna Imam Hussain A'azam radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma. Subhanallah. Just from this one perspective and one direction and angle, we see what a great lady, what a great woman, what a great abida she was. She who blessed the dunya with Hassan and Hussein. That is Fatima Az-Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala anha. She is a living example for women for all times. In a very short life, Zahiri short life, she obeyed Allah to the best of her abilities. She practiced deen. she implemented Islam. She served her husband Aliul Murtada radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Subhanallah, just look at the family. Ali, the husband, Fatima, the wife, Hassan, Hussein, the sons, Zainab, the daughter, Subhanallah, radiyallahu ta'ala anhum ajma'een. Going back to the beautiful share of Ala Hazrat Rahmatullah alayh that I recited right in the beginning of this talk. He, in his world-renowned salam, pays a tribute to her in these beautiful words where he says, Jiska aanchal na dekha maho mehr ne, us ridaye nazahat pe lakhon salam. Maho mehr, the sun and the moon. Even the sun and the moon never got to see the head cover of Fatima Az-Zahra. Meaning, she practiced parda to such an extent. She followed the principles of Islam regarding parda, regarding the clothing of an Islamic sister, Islamic woman, that there was ever hardly a time when she would leave her residence or abode unless there was a Shar'i reason. So today we speak about her, we mention her, we claim that we love her. But how much of us, i.e. our sisters and mothers and daughters, follow this aspect of her life? Importance of covering, importance of Islamic clothing, importance of Shar'i parda. It is mentioned that at the time of her demise, her wasiyat was that she would be buried and her body be carried to the graveyard in the darkness of the night, fully covered. Even the janaza fully covered. And then that she is buried in the darkness of the night so that no non-mahram may even see her janaza going to the graveyard. Think about it. आज हमारी माएँ और हमारी बहनें, हमारे बेटियाँ उनकी मोहब्बत का दावा तो करती हैं और करना चाहिए. उनकी मोहब्बत हमारे दीन का हिस्सा है, दीन की असास है, दीन की जान है. लेकिन क्या मोहब्बत सिर्फ इसी का नाम है कि बस हम ज़ुबानी दावा करें और अमल में ज़ीरो हों, अमल में सिफर रहें? जिसका आंचल न देखा महो मेहर ने, उस रिदाए नज़ाहत पे लाखों सलाम. If only our sisters truly followed in her footsteps. Because the reality is the dress code of a Muslim sister should represent her Islam. What she wears, how she clothes herself, should tell the world she's a Muslim sister. She believes in Islam. Quran says that. Quran commands that Muslim women dress in a way where her Islam is visible and apparent. ذَلِكَ أَدْنَا أَن يُعْرَفْنَا فَلَا يُؤْذَيْنَ. Quran says, this is so that they are recognized and they are not abused or hurt. Meaning, dress code should be such that they are recognized to be Muslim sisters. They should stand out. Alhamdulillah, many sisters follow this principle of Islam, but most don't. So true love for Fatima means that we follow in her footsteps, in her ibadat, in her riyadat, in her dhikr, in her fikr, in her morals, in her character, in her tarbiyat, in her ta'aleem, how she obeyed Allah, how she was dutiful to her husband, how she had nurtured Hassan and Hussein in this form and shape that they are amongst the giants of not only Islam but of mankind. Ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'een. تو جب ہم ان کا عرس مبارک منائیں تو ہمارے لیے یہ بھی ضروری ہے کہ ہم ان کے نقش قدم پہ بھی چلنے کی کوشش کرتے رہیں. ایک آخری حدیث ان کی شان میں حضرت سیدنا حذیفہ ابن یمان رضی اللہ تعالی عنہ، بہت بڑے عظیم صحابی ہیں. مختصر کرتا ہوں. فرمایا کہ میں ایک رات آقا علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام کی بارگاہ میں حاضر ہوا اور نماز عشاء کے بعد میں آپ کے پیچھے پیچھے چلنے لگا. اس دوران سرکار نے مجھے مخاطب کیا اور فرمایا، کیا حذیفہ تو نے یہ دیکھا کہ ابھی ابھی میری خدمت میں ایک فرشتہ آیا اور اس نے اللہ کے حکم سے مجھے یہ بتایا کہ ان فاطمۃ سیدۃ نساء العالمین. Indeed, Fatima is the Sayyidah, the leader of all the women of all the worlds. Allahu Akbar. Sayyidatu Nisa'il Alameen is a title granted to her by her creator. Allah gave her this beautiful description, this title, this khitab. She is undoubtedly from the greatest women of all times. Others being Hazrat Khadija, Hazrat Aisha, Hazrat Asiya, Hazrat Maryam, and then of course Hazrat Sayyidah Fatima Az-Zahra radiyallahu ta'ala عنھا. اللہ ہمیں ان کی سچی غلامی اور محبت عطا فرمائے اور ہماری ماؤں کو، بہنوں کو خصوصاً ان کے نقش قدم پہ چلتے رہنے کی توفیق عطا فرمائے. وآخر دعوانا ان الحمد للہ رب العالمین.